Hello, you guys. It's your girl Asia from One Rings Fangirl channel. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to be reviewing episode 14 from season 13 of Degrassi called Barely Breathing. Now, let me get back to what I was saying in the first review. This episode right here shows me how Zoe's character never suffered any fucking consequences since the moment she walked in Degrassi. How the fuck she put Maya all over the internet and Maya gets punished, but she doesn't? Where are we doing that at? Where are we doing that at? Please tell me where we doing that at. I understand, Maya made a song about, wishing death on Zoe, which I don't think she was wrong about, because at the end of the day, that's nothing compared to you putting me on the internet and labeling me as a slut because you think I stole Miles from you. Bitch, that nigga dumped you. There was no stealing. There was no taking. There was no nothing. And at the end of the day, Miles and Maya are not even dating, so why the fuck is she really mad? Talk about you're a boyfriend stealer, you're a slut. Bitch, me and Miles are not even dating. What are you talking about? The fuck, like Maya said, I was trying to be your friend, which I think it was even dumb enough for Maya to even trust Zoe. Well, like I said, bitch had it out for you since Paris. So why do you even trust her all like that? I ain't even like that to begin with, because first of all, there was no reason for Maya to even be trusting Zoe at all. Zoe had it out for Maya since the moment she walked in Degrassi. Before they even went to Degrassi, literally had it out for her for really no reason at all. And it was kind of crazy because it's like, for what? For what? You're jealous, you're insecure, so you picked on me to keep your name going. You took my friend to keep your name going, to keep your name rolling. And it's kind of crazy because honestly, Zoe really shouldn't have been mad at Maya. It's not Maya's fault that Miles found her to be attractive or he dumped you because he liked her. It should have been up with Miles, period. That's just how I feel. It should have been up with him. Because if you really liked him and you thought it was wrong for him to do what he did to you, he should be the nigga you're mad at. Where in this world do we get mad at bitches because they have no control? Why would I get mad at Maya because the guy I liked don't want to be with me because he liked her? That's out of her control. I can't help that Miles found her to be attractive. And even if she did like Miles, because she did, I'm not going to sit here and act like she didn't like Miles. She definitely did, but she never pursued him. She never ever pursued Miles at all when he was with Zoe. She let that shit be. Even though she did say things like she was jealous and, kind of mad about it, she never came up to him in any kind of way. Miles was literally with Zoe because Maya literally on the bus turned him down with fooling around with each other the entire time in Paris. So when she said she wasn't down with that, he told her it was her loss, and that's when, Zoe chin checked her and told her, let's keep things that way, basically marking her territory, letting it be known, oh yeah, since you're not going to be with Miles, I'm letting you know that me and him finna be fooling around in Paris. That's just how I feel. So I feel like Zoe was mad at the wrong person. Like, it just shows me that since the moment Zoe came in here, she has really suffered no consequences for anything. Like, we're not even going to get to the storyline of season 14. Like, the whole Degrassi news shit, she suffered no consequences for that. You mean to tell me after plastering girls all over the internet with their boobies out and their titties out, she only got lunch detentions? Cleaning up the cafeteria? That's not punishment. This should have been legal action because she had the girls basically doing child pornography. That's a whole nother level of illegal activity. There was no consequences for that. She suffered no consequences. And then we get to this where she's plastering Maya all over the internet, cyberbullying her, calling her a slut and whatnot. And I feel like Maya wouldn't have made the song had her mom said yes, they should go to the police. Because Maya mom felt like there was no need for them to go, that far and go to the police because she felt like it was unnecessary. I don't give a fuck what you think is unnecessary. You're not the one who's plastered all over the internet being called a slut. I am. So therefore, bitch, I'm pressing charges. I feel like in that moment, Maya feel like her mom took Zoe's side, and I feel like that's why she made the song. And I don't blame Maya, because I feel like had she just got, her little, punishment the way she should have gotten it, Maya wouldn't even have made the song. And then on top of that, she gets punished. She gets after school detention and put in the rubber room the whole year because of something that Zoe did, and because she responded to it. Maya's mom advice is just something fucking terrible. After they understand, you don't want me to sink to their level, oh, you're better than them. After they, Maya's a fucking human, she's going to be affected. I don't want to go to school every day and be bullied. I don't want to go to school every day and just be called a slut. I can't walk around and pretend like the shit isn't bothering me or that it's not affecting me. Because it is. I'm fucking human. Everyone look at me like I have a disease, and why Zoe just gets away with it. How is that fucking fair? Because it's not. I do not blame Maya. I was on Maya's side 100%. Zoe is such a bitch. Like, she's so insecure, so jealous, that she would put my bitch all over the internet just because her nigga didn't want her and he wanted Maya. Bitch, if you don't get over that, like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, Zoe literally has never suffered any fucking consequences since the moment she walked into Degrassi. And that shit really fucking irritates me, because it's like, damn, I'm just now seeing this shit after watching this show for so many years. I'm just not seeing she's never suffered no fucking punishment. That shit is crazy. Top level fucking crazy. That's insane. And the motherfucking membrane. And then, another thing, and then this episode, they, solidified that Maya and Miles are going to be in a relationship. I don't really care for Maya and Miles' like love story, I guess you could say, because they never were like I will say, actually, I think I'm gonna change my mindset. I think after watching Degrassi for as long as I've been watching it and rewatching it, I will say this. I think Cam was Maya's best boyfriend, and I think Cam was my best boyfriend, and I think Zig was her best love story. But her and Miles, I feel like for what she just got out of her relationship with Cam, them being what they were, being complicated and not knowing what they really wanted to be, I was okay with that. And the reason why I say that is because I wasn't really expecting it to be like this full lovey-dovey relationship. But I feel like what Miles and Maya were at the time, I'm completely okay with it. I can't say, yes, they are one of my favorite couples in Degrassi. I don't think they have much chemistry with each other. Like, they're not a relationship I would say I'm crazy for. But when people say they're an underrated ship, I definitely agree, because I feel like people kind of forget all the drama and all the chaoticness and all the top-notch storylines we got with Maya and Miles. Like, Maya and Miles always had drama going on in their relationship. There was always something going on, and I loved every bit of it. Every bit of it. They were always breaking up, getting into fights, and I loved it. Do I think they were toxic? I think Miles was, because he had a lot of shit going on at home, so really couldn't make him be the best boyfriend to Maya. I would say they were more like not compatible. And I say that because, Miles didn't communicate. He would, go off the rails and do something that's completely like something that was really unnecessary. I don't think Maya and Miles were toxic. I will say they were not compatible. But I will say after watching Degrassi for as long as I have been rewatching it, and I just watched it in 12 for like the 10,000th time, I will say I think Cam is Maya's best fucking boyfriend, and I think Zig is the best love story she done had on the show. Because Maya and Zig's relationship does not live up to the hype of their build-up. Their build-up was better than their actual relationship. And I dare anyone to get on here and try to clock me and tell me otherwise. Yes, do they deserve to be in top 10, top 5 conversations when it comes to relationships? Of course, and that's because of their love story. I don't think you put Maya and Zig and Degrassi Snap with this, or, in your top 5, top 10 couples list because of their relationship. You put them there because of their love story. That's my opinion. Down, I'm looking at it, I put them there because of their love story, not because of their relationship. Because their relationship, for what we got, wasn't much of it, and their build-up was far more interesting than the relationship. Like I said, I don't give a fuck how anybody feel. Maya's best relationship on the show was with Cam, period. Cam was her best fucking boyfriend. That's just how I feel. And I feel like her relationship with Miles, it was cool for what it was supposed to be at that time. Yes, they were serious about each other, but I wasn't expecting it to be no lovey-dovey type shit because she just got her relationship with Cam. And she was seeing that indestructible behavior and Miles. So off top, it was never going to work because Miles was very self-destructive. He was his own enemy. You know, I can't blame him because he had a lot of home shit going on, you know, with his dad and shit like that. So, yeah, y'all, I like this episode a lot. This episode definitely pisses me off more than I realized because Zoe, she just never suffered no fucking punishment. None. I can't believe Maya gets put in a rubber room for the entire year because of something she did. That's crazy. Anyways, I'm logging off. I don't even want to talk about the seniors because I don't even remember what the side plots were for these episodes. I think it had something to do with Allie. I really don't care. Like I said, I'm giving episode 14 a 10 out of 10. It was drama. I liked it. Definitely when I watched the 13, it's definitely one of the episodes I always turn on and watch. So yeah, this is my review for season 13, episode 14, Barely Breathing. Catch you guys in my next review.